Welcome you all to the course Signals and System, and this is a lecture about trigonometric Fourier series examples. Example number 2. Once again, we all know the Fourier series trigonometric Fourier series formula that you can write, as well as the Fourier series coefficients a0, an, and bn. Now see the problem number 2. So this is a given waveform to us. We are going to find the Fourier series for this periodic wave. So first we should find out the period. Okay, here I have considered from minus 1 to plus 3. The signals are repeating for every 4 seconds. So the time period is 4 seconds. And from minus 1 to 1, the amplitude is 1. From 1 to 3, the amplitude is minus 1. From minus 1 to 1, the amplitude is plus 1. From 1 to 3, the amplitude is minus 1. And as per trigonometric Fourier series, first we should write down the formula. X of t is equal to a naught plus summation is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega naught t plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n omega naught t. Now try to find out the value of omega naught and t naught. So t naught is equal to 4 seconds. So omega naught is equal to 2 pi by 4. So that gives pi by 2 radians per second. First we'll try to find out the value of a naught. So a naught is nothing but 1 by t naught integral over the time period x of t into dt. So the function is not similar for the entire interval. There are two different amplitude value. One is exists from minus 1 to plus 1 with the amplitude of 1. The other signal exists from 1 to 3 with the amplitude of minus 1. So I have to split the integral into two. One is from minus 1 to plus 1. The other one is from 1 to 3. From minus 1 to 1, the function is 1. From 1 to 3, the function is minus 1. The integral of 1 is t. The integral of minus 1 is minus t. Then substitute the upper limits and lower limits and find the values of a naught, which is giving 0. Then the coefficient is 0. Next. And the next coefficient is an. an is equal to, we know the formula, 2 by t naught integral x of t into cos n omega naught t into dt. Once again, there are two different x of t. One is from minus 1 to 1, the other one is from 1 to 3. So we have to split the integrals. So one is from minus 1 to 1 with the amplitude 1 cos n pi by 2 into t into dt. The other one is from 1 to 3 with the amplitude minus 1 into sin n pi by 2t into dt. Now do the integral of cos and integral of sin. Integral of cos producing sin n pi by 2t whole divided by n pi by 2. And the limit is from minus 1 to plus 1. And similarly do the integral of cos n pi by 2. And that producing sin n pi by 2t whole divided by n pi by 2. Now the limits are, for the first part it is minus 1 to 1, for the second part it is 1 to 3. Now substitute the upper limits, lower limits for both the terms. If I substitute the upper limits, it may become sin n pi by 2 minus of n pi by 2. So this is the first term. For the second term, the upper limit is 3. So minus sin 3 n pi by 2 minus of minus will become plus. So it is sin n pi by 2. We all know the trigonometric formula, sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. So that this will become plus sin theta. If I look into the expressions, so term 1, term 2 and term 3 are same. So I can able to write 3 sin n pi by 2 minus sin 3 n pi by 2. This is the an we achieved so far. Now we will try to minimize this an equation. So since it is n pi by 2, so we have to check whether it is, we have to assume two different conditions, n is odd and n is even. If I take n as even function, so sin 3 n pi by 2 can be expressed as sin of n pi plus n pi by 2. Sin of n pi plus n pi by 2, which is giving sin n pi by 2. That's a formula. So instead of the sin 3 n pi by 2, I can substitute sin n pi by 2. This is 3 sin and this is 1 sin. So if I subtract, I will get 2 sin n pi by 2. Since I mentioned n is even, so the n can be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So if I take 0, sin 0 is 0. If I take n is equal to 2, I will get sin pi. Sin pi is also 0. If I take n is equal to 4, I will get sin 2 pi. That is also 0. If I take n is equal to 6, sin 3 pi. That is also 0. So completely a n is equal to 0 when n is even. And when n is odd, we'll check what is happening. So since it is n pi by 2, so let us substitute 1 year. N is equal to 1 year. This becomes sin pi by 2. This becomes sin 3 pi by 2. Okay. Sin 3 pi by 2 is nothing but my third quadrant. So that is giving minus. Minus of minus will become plus. That will be added with this. So it may becomes 4 totally. Okay. So sin pi by 2 is 1. So 4 times into 1 is 4. So the answer is 4 by n pi. Okay. If I choose only n is equal to 159, that is in the first quadrant values. Okay, that is sin 90, sin 450 and so on. So okay, instead under the odd condition, the subdivision 2 is n can be 3, 7, 11. That is the third quadrant values. If n is equal to 3, if I take n is equal to 3 here, this will become sin 3 pi by 2, which is nothing but minus 1. This is nothing but sin 3 into 3, that is 9 pi by 2. 9 pi by 2 is nothing but plus 1. So this is minus and this is also minus. Totally it will give us the minus 3 minus 1 is nothing but minus 4. So the answer is minus 4 by n pi. So I got 3 values for an. So when n is even, that is n is equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, the an value is 0. When n is equal to odd, there are two different conditions. N can be 1, 5, 9, 13 and so on. So or n can be 3, 7, 11, 15 and so on. So if n is equal to 159, the an value is 4 by n pi. If n is equal to 3, 7, 11, an is equal to minus 4 by n pi. Okay, next we'll move on to the next coefficients bn. So substitute the value of t naught and omega naught in the function. Then 2 by 4 integral over minus 1 to plus 1 and 1 to 3. So I will do the split up in the next page. Yeah, now you can see minus 1 to 1 and 1 to 3. From minus 1 to 1 the value is 1. From 1 to 3 the value is minus 1. Now do the integral of sine for both the cases. Integral of sine is cos. So it is minus cos. So minus cos n pi by 2 whole divided by n pi by 2 for both the cases, and substitute the upper limit and lower limit. If I substitute the upper limit, this is cos n pi by 2, minus of minus become plus, and if I substitute minus 1, that producing cos of minus n pi by 2, which is nothing but cos of minus theta, that is once again cos theta. So simply it will become cos n pi by 2. And there is a minus here, and this also another minus. This minus and minus become plus. Now substitute cos 3 n pi by 2 minus cos n pi by 2. This cos n pi by 2 and this cos n pi by 2 will get cancels. Cos 3 n pi by 2 can be expressed as cos n pi plus pi by 2. For any values of n, this is condition. So cos 3 n pi by 2 can be expressed as cos n pi by 2. Now this cos n pi by 2, this cos n pi by 2 will get cancels. So bn is equal to 0. So we got all the Fourier series coefficients. A naught is equal to 0, an is equal to 4 by n pi when n is equal to 1, 5, 9 and so on. So and an is equal to minus 4 by n pi when n is equal to 3, 7, 11, 15 and so on. So and the values of bn is equal to 0 and omega naught is equal to pi by 2. Now substitute all these values in the trigonometric Fourier series formula. So the final expression x of t is equal to summation, since a naught is equal to 0, I left out and bn is also 0. I removed all the two terms. Only I am writing cos. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi by 2 into t. Now I can write the an value, that is nothing but 4 by n pi for n is equal to 159, and an is equal to minus 4 by n pi for n is equal to 3, 7, 11 and so on. So this is the final Fourier series representation for the given square waveform. Next, practice session for the students. Find the trigonometric Fourier series for the triangular wave shown in the figure. Okay, here the given figure. So by seeing figure we can able to identify the time interval is, the time period is 2 from minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, from even now from minus 1 to plus 1 we don't have single function. There are two different functions. One is from minus 1 to 0, the other one is from 0 to 1. For minus 1 to 0 we have to find the equation of that line. From 1 to 0 we have to find the equation of line. To find the equation of this line we can take once again y is equal to mx formula, and once again we can take y is equal to mx formula. Here the points are minus 1 comma 0, and this is 1 comma 0, sorry 0 comma 1, and this is 1 comma 0. By using these coordinates you can able to find the equation of these two lines, and you can proceed the trigonometric Fourier series. And next, second question, find the trigonometric Fourier series for the half wave rectified sine waveform. So this is half wave rectified output. So the interval is time period is t, but signals exists only from 0 to t by 2. So the function is sine function, so you can use that. So I hope you don't have any issues. You can able to solve these two problems. Thank you.